Hey, how's it going? Greg here. So just touching base, I haven't made a video in a couple of days. Uh, I am 7 days. A week ago, actually I'm on the 8th day of transitioning back to food after my 60-day juice fast. I have still been struggling a little bit with illness that's not related to the fast, but I'm off of that medicine. So actually today, right now, is probably the best I've felt in a couple of weeks. So for some reason, when I'm on antibiotics, I get very, very tired, and I've been fighting off some fevers and stuff. But today's been a little better. The transition to food has actually been going really well. My kind of process with that has been I started out with a lot of very liquidy foods like watermelons, light salads, sticking with a couple of juices or smoothies. Um, did that for a couple of days. Today was probably the heaviest meal I had. Actually, let me kind of go through the week, and then I would progress that a little bit. I have not had any meat. I had a nibble of a little piece of chicken, and I was kind of so not ready for that yet. And but I haven't had any dairy. I have not had any bread until yesterday. I had some soup with some crackers, and I'll explain why I did that. But then uh, today's actually probably the biggest real kind of meal I had. We kind of had a Chinese little dinner, made some uncooked spring rolls with rice in them, and then I had a little fresh pasta with some stir fry. And that I honestly I couldn't eat all the pasta, so I kind of ate probably half of what I'd put on my plate. But that's probably the biggest meal I've had uh, in over months, literally. And it was good. It kind of made me a little tired. It was a little bit much food. I kind of could feel myself getting hungry, and or I'm sorry, getting full. And I didn't. I only had a few bites left, so I knocked it out. But I still didn't eat everything I put on my plate. Probably my biggest thing that I've noticed is I've been having trouble getting in enough calories. I'm eating salads and fruits. I mean, fresh fruits and vegetables, and I mean, a lot of them, more than I've ever had in my life. And I am keeping a food log. That's been really helping me a lot because I can go back and I can see, like, at the end of the day, I'm like, man, that's not enough. It's not enough food. I'm not getting enough food in. And so I think that may have contributed a little bit to being tired. So I've actually trying to pick up the calories. And that's kind of what led to yesterday was I went ahead and ate some crackers, which I wouldn't desire, but I had some soup. I've been struggling with getting cold. I get very cold. Uh, our house is a little cooler than normal for some reason, but I am freezing all the time. I've lost over 15% of my body weight, and all that. Probably most of that's fat. So I just get chilled all the time. I used to never get cold. I could run around in shorts and a t-shirt in the winter. I never got cold, but man, I am shaking all the time. So that's why I got this sweatshirt on. I get my hands in my pockets, and uh, so the soups. I've been trying to eat some soups to keep me warm. Actually, I'm probably gonna get me a little bowl of it here in a second, but the soups have been all little creamy kind of soups. Nothing. Everything's been pureed down or very kind of a creamy, like a tomato soup or a black bean soup. It's been uh, kind of through a blender or something that's been broken down quite a bit. And then I made some homemade asparagus soup, which was really, really good. And mild flavors, nothing too spicy. And but that's kind of what I've been doing all week. I've been doing a lot of fresh fruit, a lot of probably been had a big salad pretty much about every day, and sometimes twice a day. And I have been filling in with juices sometimes. It's mostly been a fruit juice. I haven't, for some reason, I've not been craving the veggie juices, so I'm kind of just letting that go for now. But I've been doing some fruit smoothies, usually at night, and if I do a juice, it's probably in the morning. And I've just been enjoying that, and I've been doing that actually to get a little more calorie content in my body. I haven't calculated what kind of calories I'm putting in. I just can see that it's probably not enough. And what I'm actually realized is I I've never eaten the right food all the time. So it's really a challenge for me to eat all this food. 3 meals a day is not enough. I've got to eat something in the middle. I get really hungry. And what I've realized was, before I was overeating all the time or eating bad crap, so my body's always got food processing in my body, and I never got hungry. So it was just kind of time to eat, so I ate. But now it's like my body's processing the food, it's getting moving through, and then it's like, all right, need some more fuel. And so I'm having to really be aware of having something on hand. Like for yesterday was a Saturday, a real busy kids sports day, and I had to be gone for 4 or 5 hours. So I had my little take along lunch with me with a nice salad in it, banana cut up, and some fruit, and a couple little snacks. And man, I got hungry and I ate all that stuff. And it kind of got me through. So I have to be more aware of that. So I'm gonna probably this week look at to kind of have some to go kind of things. Probably some nuts. I've started eating a few nuts. Um, I think my digestive tract has been doing really well. With my spinal cord injury, I haven't had any trouble, but it's, my body needs to be pretty regulated, so, and predictable. So it's been doing great, no complaints, and probably the only complaint is you feel like a human salad shooter. It's just like the stuff's coming out. So no gross, but that's kind of what's going on. But the transition's been pretty easy. Today was, like I said, probably the first real meal, and overall it's been going pretty well. I still do not have a desire for sugar. I I mean, I've been around it, but it smells so overwhelming. We had some fruit punch in the fridge, and I was real thirsty the other day, and I was about to drink some, and the smell of it was overwhelming. And of course, it's high fructose corn syrup. That's all it is. And I was just like, I can't drink this. It just smells horrible. And so I've been working on getting all my water in. That's been a struggle if you've been watching. And so I've been doing better with that. But it's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of lifestyle changes that I'm trying to implement. But they're coming together. I would say overall it's been a positive experience. A lot of awareness, talking to people a little more. People are asking me questions and kind of explaining what I'm doing. And, of course, sometimes people got their own ideas. And it's like, you know what? You want to do that? Sounds great. What I'm doing is not a diet. It's a lifestyle change. And it really feels like it. I really am doing the right thing. The juice fast was really critical in that to help me break some of the cycles. To break the sugar cycle, the salt stuff, the meat at every meal cycle. So that stuff has been dramatically altered off of a lot of the white processed flour stuff, a lot. So a lot of that's changing. So a lot of it's just getting in a routine. It's taken a lot of mental energy, I'd say, to do it. But I think that'll get better. And just once you kind of get your processes, and I mean, this is really a new habit where I'm at. And so, guess my dog got in. So anyways, so it's a lot of the habit changes, and so they've been going pretty well. And so I feel good. Today I feel great. Glad to not be feeling sick. I am cold a lot, so but hopefully we're about to break into spring here, so that should do better. If you're on your juice fast, I encourage you to keep going. Enjoy it. It's funny, when I was on my juice fast, I thought a lot more about eating than I do now. I mean, now it's kind of like a burden. Before I was like, I can't wait to eat, but now it's like, man, I got to eat again? Are you serious? So that's a big mental challenge for me to break through about having to eat more frequently. But even though it's better stuff, it's a mental block for me. Because you want to say, I want to eat less, even though you ate crap all the time. I've got to make that transition, and it's coming. It's coming pretty well. So today's 8 days post 60-day juice fast. So grateful for doing the juice fast. The juice still, when I make me up a fruit juice or something for breakfast, I'm like, oh, this is so good. And actually probably going to go in there tonight and make me up a smoothie or something. Just really enjoying those. Um, all good foods going in my body. And so I haven't weighed since last, it's probably been about 8 or 9 days. I'll probably go later this week to see how the eating food transition has been. But I did lose 38 on my juice fast. I lost about 5 inches around my belly and around my chest. Lost 2 or 3 inches around my neck. So I still got a ways to go, but there are some significant changes. Actually, I need some couple of new clothes. I mean, I just look like a baggy person in my clothes. But I'm not going to get all new clothes, but get a few. Because I'm not stopping. I'm going for it. And looking forward to spring weather coming and getting out and getting a little more exercise and getting my energy picked up again. So I think this week will be a better indicator. So I'll probably check in a couple of days or later in the week and let you know how that's going. Just encourage you to keep going, and whatever your process is, enjoy it, and really become aware of yourself and your weaknesses and your strengths, and you know be patient with yourself and enjoy it and do good and make those changes in your life, and you're going to be very grateful, and you're going to be able to help a lot of people when you do that. So after saying that, have a beautiful day. Love you, and thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Bye.